Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Tiffany and I'm super excited to have you joining me for today's video. I should actually say tonight's video. Tonight I am bringing you a nighttime routine video and I am super stoked for you to see just a little sneak peek of what goes on in our house at night. This was actually a special night. We had dinner out. As you can see, and yet I still had an entire sink full of dishes, and that's because we live here. So this is really just what I do pretty much every single night. So let's just get right into cleaning. So I don't know if this happens in your house, but my house seems to look like a bomb went off in it at the end of every single day. I am not even kidding. Even days that we are all out of the house and at school or work, I still come home and the house looks like a train wreck. Like, it's ridiculous. I realize that there are 7 of us living in this house, but I cannot figure out why everything falls apart the way it does. Mornings are a little bit hectic. I have to get 5 kids out the door. The very first bus comes at 6:30 in the morning, and so we are up and moving really, really early. And so I understand why things end up kind of messy, but it just blows my mind every single day that I am constantly like resetting the house. So every night we actually have a really good routine. My husband does bedtime with the kiddos. Really, honestly, it's just my 2 little boys. Everybody else puts himself to bed, but he will clean out backpacks with them. He goes upstairs and helps them brush their teeth, and he reads books and they get ready for bed. And while he's doing that, I am putting the house back together. So what you see me doing in this video is real life. This was a school night. This is really what happens when we are done with the day. He's upstairs getting the kiddos to bed and I'm downstairs getting everything back in order. My middle son was actually in the guest room doing some reading before he went to bed. But other than that, everybody's upstairs. They're getting ready for bed. Michaela was at dance, and I just take some time to get the dishes done, get the house cleaned up. This is definitely not a deep clean by any means. This is just a let's get the house back in order before we wake up tomorrow and destroy it again. one thing I try to do every single night without fail is run the dishwasher. As you can see in my sink, like I said, we had a ton of dishes, even though we didn't eat dinner at home today. We ate at home, but it wasn't a home cooked meal, and we still had a ton of dishes. So it never fails. If there are dishes left over from lunch or from breakfast in the morning, just try really hard to get them done. Honestly, if you start your day with a sink full of dishes, it can feel really overwhelming. Well, maybe that's just for me. I don't know. Tell me down below if that happens with you. But if I come out in the morning to make a cup of coffee and my sink is full of dishes, it just sets the tone for my day. I already feel behind. So one thing I definitely try to do is make sure that my dishwasher is full and running so that it can be emptied in the morning. After the dishwasher is loaded and started, I go back to wash whatever items I don't put in the dishwasher. So I don't put my good knives in the dishwasher, and I definitely don't put any of the Instant Pot items in the dishwasher, even though the directions say you can. I don't know. I don't put pots and pans in the dishwasher. It just feels weird. So I don't put that in there either. But this was soaking actually with a little bit of vinegar, because sometimes I find that if you cook with a lot of seasonings, which I do, and I had cooked carnitas in the Instant Pot earlier that day. So just make sure that if you're struggling to get rid of that scent, just soak it with a little bit of soap and a little bit of vinegar, and that really does help. If you have a porcelain sink like I do, and you're finding that there's a lot of scratches in it, or it's getting discolored from food, or you're getting metal marks from your pots and pans, I have a tip for you. So one thing that you can do, I did this in my old sink and I do it in this sink now, is soak it with a little bit of bleach water. So I talked about this on my Instagram. I don't know if you follow me there, but if you do, I do post some fun tips like this. But this is super, super easy. Just clean out the sink, make sure that there's no food residue. Then you're going to make sure that you put the stopper in nice and snug and fill the basin with a little of hot water. Not a ton of hot water. I don't know why I started to say that, but make sure that it's really, really hot. This is really important because that opens the pores of the porcelain. And then you just put a little bit of bleach and you let it soak until it cools. So 15, 20 minutes, depending on how stained your sink is. I do this once, twice, sometimes 3 times a week, depending on what we're doing, cleaning, that kind of thing. So I only have to put about 2 inches of water because it's really just the bottom of the sink. But if your sink has a lot of discoloration and it comes up the sides, you're going to have to put more water. And the more water you put, the more bleach you're going to need to use. So just eyeball it. I don't have measurements, but just let that soak and you will be amazed at how clean and bright and crisp your porcelain sink looks when you're done. So earlier in this video, I mentioned that I have 5 kids. It gets pretty hectic in my house. I have a teenage daughter who goes to a vocational school and was recently selected for the nursing program there. So she's got a lot of high stress. She's also a competitive dancer, so she is go, go, go. And then I have 4 crazy boys, ranging from 13 down to 6. And my house gets pretty hectic. And I am a school counselor during the day. My husband is a special educator. And so we are always on the go. We are always moving. When I am home, I am constantly trying to keep a nice, even keeled, relaxing environment. It's really important to me for my mental health. It's important to me for my children's mental health that we try really hard to maintain some kind of calm every chance we get. It's not always like that, do not get me wrong, especially when Nerf wars break out, which happens often. I am always finding Nerf pellets everywhere. However, I do try to balance that out with some relaxation. So in my house, I like to play bossa nova music, jazz music, calming, relaxing music, spa music even. And when I am choosing music for my videos, I try to find music that is as close to the music that I listen to as possible. And I've gotten a lot of comments on the music in my videos, and I want you to know that I do choose the music purposefully. I like for you to feel relaxed and calm when you're cleaning and when you're watching my videos. So I hope you enjoy the music. Tonight's music is extra calm because, as you can see outside, it was dark and quiet, and I was really starting to wind down for the day. One activity that is super important that I do every single night is the mudroom. As you can see here, there's a lot of stuff everywhere. There was trash that needed to be taken out, jackets that needed to be hung back up, shoes that needed to be put away, backpacks that needed to find a home. It was just a hot mess in this laundry room, and with as many kids as I have, that happens very easily. And we are in winter. It is snowing here, and my kids are obsessed with the snow. We are from the West Coast. This is only our second year living on the East Coast, so we're still loving the snow. So every chance they get, they're out there. That's why their coats and snow pants are always out. So I try every single night to just put those things away so they're easy to find in the morning. We have a coat closet here at the front of our house. I hang their coats, their shoes go in there, their backpacks, so it's nice and easy at 6 o'clock in the morning when we're trying to find everything. Okay, my friends, that's it for this video. It's time to turn these lights off and have a seat and enjoy some TV before I go to bed and wake up tomorrow and do it all over again. And while I'm recording this, I'm literally about to do the exact same thing. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I would love to have you subscribe and come back for more. And until the next one, I hope you guys have a great day. We'll see you soon. Take care.